What is up, my archvies of chaos? It's your king of the night. It's about time. Yeah, Turk, and I don't feel like really talking to my car or editing a bunch of footage, so I will be giving you this advice with just some video game clips if you enjoy the clips itself or something like that. But I want to give you some advice because I've been going through some pretty rough patches in my life too, like mostly about getting ghosted. Now, if you get ghosted by a girl, don't worry, don't fret, don't have an anxiety attack, because there could be many things to this. And I wanted to give advice for people who go through this, because I've been through this already. But this week, and that's what's been going on this week. I've been kind of ignored because I had other things I have to do, and I have to take care of business first. That's why I said always take care of your business first, because that comes first before anything else, even more than pleasure. But anyways, besides taking care of business, this is what you need to understand. There are 3 reasons why she would ghost you. Either A, she's lost interest in you. 2, you said something that pissed her off. 3, you said something that bored her or turned her off. Or 4, she lost interest in you because there's another guy in her life. That's, no offense, I'm going to be 100% honest and truthful on this, that she likes better than you. I know not a lot of people like to hear that, and you know what? But, when you come to the Archfiends of Chaos advice show, there's not going to be no PC or anything like that. It's going to be straight up telling you the truth. The truth is, which I said in the last, the last one, says she found somebody else, and that's the biggest, most reason why she would ghost you, if she's found someone better than you are. So it's just, you gotta understand that, bud. You gotta understand that, there's nothing wrong with you. It's just the fact that you no longer interest her. Now, the worst thing you could ever do is to text back, or act like it bothers you, or even address it at all. Matter of fact, the best thing you could do when you get ghosted is to ghost back, because that way there's not going to be no screenshots that's going to get you blasted later on. It ain't going to go back to bite you in the ass if you don't say nothing or show barely an emotion. Not only that, it'll show the girl you're weak if you cry and get sad about it, at least on public social media or in the DMs. Best thing to do is just let it go and move on and find somebody else who will vibe with you, because you need to find the person that vibes with you. And sure, they may vibe, there's going to always be the people that vibe with you, for a while, but they're going to find someone new. That's just how it is. See, until you find that person that becomes your significant other, boyfriend, girlfriend, wife, husband, whatever have you, till you find any of those, people are going to get interested in you, and then they're going to lose interest in you. You keep rotating and moving on, moving to the next one until you actually get home. Until you find the perfect person that matches with the qualities that you are as a person. And like I said, the problem, another problem is people don't aim in their demographic. You got to aim within your demographic, Biologically, you're going to only get a mate that's as much as you are, and that's 100% realism. If you here working at Burger King for some chump change and you try to hit an Instagram model, most likely that's not going to happen. So it's also the fact that most guys don't have realistic expectations of how life goes, and most girls just want to be polite. They're going to say something. They're going to chat you up when you chat them, because girls don't want to hurt people's hearts, because they're very emotional. So they don't they don't like it done to them. They don't but if a girl ghosts you, it just means she ain't interested in you. Period. You just need to move on. Now, I know it hurts. Trust me, it's humiliating. It hurts. It never feels good, and trust me, it does not. It sucks, but you got to be able to move on and live your life the way it is, because look, it might be even a blessing. Because what if the person has a lot of issues? Think about the fact that you dodge those issues. But you're not going to be able to dodge those issues when you go have your salty run back or getting mad or sad or showing emotions. Act, like I said, act like you don't care. It's just like I said before, when guys go on dates, they act super excited and the girl changes on them because of that. Don't act too excited, you know. Don't. I'll be honest, realistically, with no PC culture attached to this, girls like guys that it's hard to get. They don't like someone they can easily get with. If you can easily get with someone, and it's just too easy and probably not even worth it. And you know, but the point is, don't get sad about being ghosted. Don't be depressed or emo or anything about it. At least to her. Keep that stuff to yourself and your buddies around you, your true friends who's not gonna go back and tell her. But don't be sad, don't be angry, it happens. You know, like I said, people lose interest all the time. It's like signing a job application. You're not going to get hired at every single place because they don't see you in the position they want you to. Now, if it comes to easy jobs like Burger King, McDonald's, you know, fast food, I mean, there's a huge chance of you getting hired because they don't really need people that have that much skill. But if you're a person that's trying to get going into a computer skill based job where you fix computers but you don't have no computer training, no computer classes, nothing on the computers about on your resume, then they're not going to hire you. Well, it's the same thing with girls. Girls have specific standards they want in their man. Let's just say a girl wants a fit, athletic guy. But if you're obese and you know you eat Cheetos and Cheetos crumbs over your chest, then you ain't gonna fit that criteria, no matter how good your conversation game is. You know, you gotta think about talking to girls the same way with getting a job. Don't act overly eager or too excited, but care enough to be conscious about everything you do and say, because what you do and say really decides the end game. But at the same time, when you do get rejected, the worst thing you could do if you're rejected, worst thing to do when you're rejected is to get mad, to have salty runbacks, to get, don't show you're upset. Don't show it affects you. Because even if she don't, blast you on social media, trolls would love that. Trolls will come to you and mess with you if you show that affects you. I mean, is it completely right that this happens? No. But, girls that ghost you, they don't want to have the confrontational problems or anything like that. They're emotional creatures, okay? They're emotional. They don't, they don't want to really hurt you. And not only that, but most girls are scared because some guys that get the no slip get really mad, have salty runbacks, really bad salty runbacks. And like I said about the salty runback, you cannot have no salty runback. You have to go find someone else that's in your same demographic that you can get with, that's in the same demographic. And there's plenty of people that will be. You know how many people? There's 6.1 billion people on the planet. And the ratio is there's actually more women than men on the earth. So don't get discouraged and give up just because you feel like you're gonna feel worthless. Of course you're gonna feel worthless if you get ghosted. You're gonna feel like you did something wrong. You're gonna feel like you're a horrible human being or you can't satisfy anybody. You're gonna feel those. That's called being a normal functioning human being, to feel that. But don't feel that all over the internet, and don't feel that in the girls' DMs. Feel it to yourself. You know what I'm saying? I'm saying that. Don't get too upset. It happens. Shit happens. And talking to girls is just like applying for a job. You're just maybe not fitting the criteria she wants. You know, you could still be attractive and good looking and athletic and still not fit the requirements, because each individual person is different than the other. Some girls may like the beta male soy boys. Some girls may like the alpha muscular boys. Some girls may like the truck drivers. Some girls may like the rappers. Some girls may like the goth and emo rock star, You gotta fit the qualifications that she wants in order for her to be interested in you. That's why you gotta pick girls within your demographic, within your group you associate with, within you. Not you don't have to be within your circle, but within your demographic in general. If you're a nerd, date a nerd. If you're a goth, date a goth. It's just natural. It's just nature. But understand, if you lost your chance with one of them, do not give up. Do not get sad. Do not get depressed. You go find somebody else and talk to that person. Eventually, you'll hit the right mark and find the person that you're qualified for, and that's the person you end up with. But you're never gonna find nobody if you quit and give up and get discouraged and want to just give up on everything. And it's easy to want to give up on everything. It is. It's just like with video games. It's like when you play Dark Souls games. It's easy to give up on Dark Souls games because the bosses are really, really hard because you have to think strategically. But you'll never beat the game if you quit. Do never give up on your dreams. You get ghosted once, it just means that you're not qualified. It's like video games and filling out job applications. You would never you should not fill out a job application for computer work if you've never done computer work. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm getting with this? If you're working at Burger King and you're trying to hit up an Instagram model, but you have no modeling profile, it's not going to work. Because, well, she's going to be interested in men that have the same interest as she does. If a girl's a gamer, then you're a gamer. There you go. You should click just fine. No problem. But you get the point I'm trying to say, is that even if you lose that person of that demographic, there's all other females, not females, sorry, I'm trying to fix my language, other women in the same demographic that you're part of. There are women nerds, women gamers, women everything. So you will be able to find your demographic. You just gotta keep trying by not going after the same one that's rejected you and ghosted you, but find someone else differently. Don't be discouraged if you get ghosted. It just means you're no longer qualified for whatever reason, whatever the 3 reasons I mentioned. So may the crystal be with you, and I'm just giving you this advice so you don't give up and quit, because most people really miss my advice videos, and here's something I can give back to the community to help the community so people don't make the mistakes I made, because I made a lot of mistakes and I don't want my community to have to go through the same issues I've been through. So may the crystal be with you.